We're starting off season 3. Here we go.
as the champions.
Yes, Championes, right?
First
Yes.
time Campeones, yes. There's another way that they said it at the end. I was listening to the Spanish broadcast today. Conquistadors or something, conquistadores or something they said.
Ooh, I like that better.
Something like that. Yeah.
Sounds better.
Community Shield win today, 3-0. Good start to the season. We've got 38 games ahead of us. We start off in London, 3 p.m. Eastern on Friday, August 21st. We're the only team that plays on Friday. Everybody else Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. Full weekend of football, EPL football. We're going to talk a bunch of questions we're going to ask, make a bunch of predictions. We'll have a ongoing points tally to see who gets the most points by the end of the year. But 101st consecutive season, I think you said, or 100, is it 104th? 101st.
It's even more than that. I think it was
101st.
Yeah, 101st consecutive season in the English top flight. We've covered that. Wanted to just mention it again. First time a club's ever done 100, and we're going over that. So we're going to put our predictions on the Substack so that you guys can track with us. I'll have to design some sort of a spreadsheet or something, or maybe just the one that Kevin's already got. 22 years since we last defended a title, and we haven't done it in a long time. 90, 88, 87 years, something like that. We had 7 players still in the final weekend at the World Cup, and so some of them have not played, some of them have, or have they all played? Maybe now they all have.
I think they all have at this
I think
point.
they all have after
Marino was probably Rice was probably the last one, and I think he got some time today. So
yeah. Maintenance is different for Arteta than building, so it'll be interesting to see if he knows how to do this, if he knows how to keep what he's already earned, and if he's able to continue building right in the Champions League, because we haven't won a cup in a while, and maybe the FA Cup, maybe the Soda Cup, but ideally winning the Champions League would be nice. We're not going to see Saliba probably again in 2026. Timber, according to Arteta, is weeks away. I don't know. We won with a relatively small number of points this past year. I don't know that I qualify us as a young squad anymore. I think we're a just before we hit our peak squad, and so it's nice to see this team that's probably an average of 24 plus years old, adding Bruno at 28. This is a team that's probably not at peak, with a lot of potential. So we're going to talk about how many points we can get. Some people say you win the title in the last couple months of the season. Some say you win it at the beginning of the season in those first few weeks. So what are your guys' thoughts?
Kevin, you want to take this one first?
Yeah, I think you work your way through the first few months of the season, figure out players, partnerships. That's always been the Pep way. Now with Pep gone, it's on Arteta to figure out his big squad, who plays well together, who's not going to be in the injury room. And if he can figure that out, before February, March, I think we're in a good spot. I think we're in a tough spot at the beginning of the year without Saliba, without Timber. Rice is going to need some time out. Saka's going to need some time out to, fully rest and recover before a marathon of a season. So if we can get through that first international break in decent shape and come back with Timber, Saka, and Rice, I think we have a pretty strong case to get in a good position by March.
Yeah, I mean, your question, Eric, can you win it in the early time of the season. I don't think you can, but you can certainly lose it. And you can put yourself so far behind the leaders that you just can't see yourself making up that ground. So that's the important part about this initial phase of the season, because we aren't going to have Saliba, because we aren't going to really have Timber for a bit. And what are we going to do about that right back spot if something were to happen to Ben or others? So you can lose it, you can't really win it, and I think you want to just accumulate as many points as you can by Christmas time. So that's sort of the bigger picture for me.
What defines a successful 26-27? For me, we have to hold the league, but it's not easy to do. So if we don't win the league and win the Champions League, that's successful. If we don't win the Champions League but we retain the league, that's successful. One of those two or both define success. Anything else is just superfluous for me.
I would agree. Yeah, we've already got one trophy. We have to get a second, and definitely not the Soda Cup.
Yeah, I think getting this first trophy last season, the first league trophy in such a long time, that's going to spur these. You said, young squad. I mean, they are arriving at that peak age, a lot of them. So I think it's their time to go out and put a marker down and do some really, really special things. And I think they can do that. Winning the Premier League again definitely is on the list for a successful season. The cups are so weird because cup tournaments can just that one day, that one game that you just don't play well, or that one ref that decides to call things against you that one day. I mean, it's such a coin flip. So those tournaments you can't really rely on.
Kevin, if we win this plate that we already won, right? Community Shield and the FA Cup, is that successful?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
We got to either retain, like you said, or get one step further, which is the Champions League. Nobody's going to think that the FA Cup is a successful season.
We've got 3 new managers coming in for the 3 new teams. One of them is Frank Lampard at Coventry City. You think they have no right to be in the competition based on the Southampton thing? Is that right?
Hull City, I think, is going to get demolished this season
Hull City,
because of
okay.
Coventry won the championship
Yeah.
last season. They played well with Lampard. They've got Haji right, so I don't be cheering for them because I can't stand Lampard. But Hull City was the team that had no business being up in the Premier League. They probably should have gotten taken out of the playoffs, but details. They made it. They won.
Xabi Alonso, Iriola goes to replace Slot at Liverpool, De Zerbi at Tottenham, and I prefer the word instigated perhaps instead of spurred on. I like the word instigated better. Just
Yes.
Carrick at United had a good season there. Glasner goes to Forest. New managers at Palace, Bournemouth, Newcastle. It's 12 total new managers at least that I'm counting. You've got some longtime managers, or longer term managers who went down. Villa won the Europa League. We face them a couple games from now. What's the real danger? Is it opposition teams? Is it specific managers? What's the danger for us?
In the opening weeks of the season, you've got a lot of new, like you said. We do know Emery, what he's going to bring, but they've got a whole new midfield. So what's going to be their strategy? You've got Lampard the first week. What can you expect from them? You don't really know. Chelsea in week 3. Again, new manager, his friend, but they're going to have plenty of time to get ready for these games. And so I think this first part of the season is going to be a lot of feeling each other out, trying to understand what games you're going to play. And I don't know, if there's a slow start to the season, I wouldn't think it's unexpected.
Yeah, I think so. All these new managers are attempting to put in their systems in a year that there was a World Cup. Now, some of the teams that we're talking about didn't have players that participated in the World Cup, but Chelsea certainly did. Liverpool certainly did. Tottenham, I'm not sure. So
Some.
you have all these, right? You have all of these new managers trying to get used to the players that they really haven't been able to coach for too terribly long. So, and I think Alonso, he's got a system. Iriola also has a system that he likes to play. It takes some time to get those things established. So I think there's an advantage to playing them so early on because we do have an established way that we want to play. I do think that is an advantage for Arsenal in this case.
Yeah, I'm looking at my notes. 8 teams have these new managers trying to figure out what's going on, and a lot of them we play in the early part of the season, so it should be interesting. And Arteta, in terms of top 6 managers, is the one who's got obviously the longest tenure, knows the most about his team, and even bringing people in like Bruno. He knows Bruno pretty well from watching him couple times a year at least. Last year, I think he saw him play 4 times against us because we played them in the semifinal of the Soda Cup. So he saw Bruno play a bunch. $75 million on Bruno. We talked about this already, but Zolis and Hincapié permanent. We've got a lot of changes. I've liked the way Ben White looked in the early season. There's still talk about Konza coming from Villa, and it looks like some of what I've read says 99% done. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's not true, but that would be an interesting addition. Thoughts on that if we do get him?
There's been a lot of smoke there. It's, he's been the one that we've wanted the whole time, but Villa's holding true to their asking price of, what was it, 60? There was talk about Kwanzaa, not Konsa. There was talk about Koundé from Barca. But they keep coming back to Ezri Konsa. So I guess if Arteta wants his man, he'll eventually end up getting him.
Buying him as a midfielder instead of making sure we have a right-sided defender who can play both right and center back. Is that the right move? Should we have bought a defender first?
Well, it's possible that there's a way that Arteta wants to play in the midfield to help protect that sort of right back or that right side of the defense here in the early season. That's also something that is possible that we just don't know how you can scheme that up on the pitch and how you deploy players in midfield. So it's possible that he is, in his mind, addressing that concern because he knows he's getting Timber back at some point relatively soon, the best right back in the Premier League. And he also knows that he's gonna get Saliba back. The question is, are we still within touching distance of the top when they both come back?
There is, from an American perspective, for me, there is a point of reference for this, and it's the NFL draft. You take the player you need, or you take the best player available. So I may not need a quarterback because I have a quarterback, but the next best player by far on the board when the draft comes around is a quarterback. And my draft pick is coming up. I either trade away my pick in this country, in this situation, or you just pick that player and you get the best possible player you can get. Now, maybe at quarterback, you don't do that, but at a lot of other positions, you would do that, even though he's somebody that you've already got in a starting role. And I think that's Bruno. I think we didn't need a Bruno, but we did not need a Bruno, to your point. And if we could work around the right back, I think maybe it made sense to have him in. And I don't know, Kevin, thoughts on that? I saw you shake your head.
Yeah, I think whether Bruno comes in to replace Norgard, who goes off to Everton, um, good piece of business if it's an upgrade there. We do need some progressive passing. Uh, our offense was stuttering throughout the last 3 months of the season because we didn't really have that progressive passer in the midfield. So he brings something that we didn't have, probably the best one in the league at it. So I think you're exactly right. We needed something. We went and took the best one off the board. Didn't matter about his age. We just had the pull. So we got our man.
The opposite of that is you go get Vinny Jr. if you can get him. Even if you just signed somebody, you go get a Vinny Jr. End of story. He re-signed. He extended. We can't get him. Do we go look knowing that we might need somebody for right back? We might need somebody for left wing. Where do we invest if we had to pick one or the other?
So you're forcing me to pick one or the other. I can't split it. That's it. One or the other.
Correct.
Left wing.
The market says you've got X amount of dollars and you can either buy a left wing or a right back. Because let's say you've got 80 million. I'm making a number. 80 million pounds. Where are you going?
Left wing's where I'm going.
I'm going right back. Yeah, I think in left wing you could play. Well, Zolas has been playing phenomenal there. You could put Eze there and have him come in off the left. You could put Nani there, although he's better on the right. You got right back. If you lose one of those two guys, Timber or White, you're hurting. You're going to be playing academy kid there. So I go right back is way more crucial right now than a left wing.
Sold. I would have gone the other way, but you sold me. Eastern time, right? Our calendar, we're in the US. This is the latest that those Saturday morning games come. If you're in the Midwest or Mountain Time or Pacific, my goodness, you're waking up 4:30 in the morning to watch Arsenal play Manchester United or Tottenham in a North London derby or whatever for early Saturday mornings. And we're going to have some of those. This game on Friday is not that, but maybe Chelsea in early September or some of these other ones. So what first of all, I guess I would say is for the American listener, what is your advice for that Saturday morning game? I'm a 2 beers guy. Saturday morning, I wake up with a coffee and a beer. And then I have another ready to go just because who knows what I did on Friday night. So I want to make sure that I'm ready to go.
When I was living in Colorado a few years ago, supporting Arsenal out there, it was rough. And so we would wake up, we'd make the Force, which is you mix lots of things together. There's orange juice in there. So it's kind of like your mimosa in the morning, but it'll put a little bit more hair on your chest. And so we would wake up with the Force and watch the early games there. And there'd usually be a nap before lunch after those games.
Right.
Yeah,
I think
right.
I think I'd be done for the day.
Yeah.
If I did
Yep.
that. I don't know that I could do that these days. I think it's straight up coffee for me. Hopefully I wake up in time. I know I sleep through alarms. It happens.
Hopefully.
It happens.
Ugh.
It does happen.
Is there a figure? I'm sorry. Is there a fixture that is going to decide the title this year? And if that fixture comes on Saturday at 7:30, are you waking up past your alarm?
Oh, I think I'm probably excited enough that I'm getting up at 6. So yeah, that's not a problem. If I think that that's going to be the league decider, don't worry. I'll be
Which
awake.
one is it?
Which match is it? Specific?
Which fixture? Doesn't matter. Is it going to be Team 115C away? Is it going to be Manchester United at home? Is it Aston Villa on the road? Who's it going to be? Sunderland at home on the road? We don't play Wolves on the road this year, so who's it going to be?
Oh, that's right. That's right. I think I don't know. I do not know that answer. Hold on. Let me
That's
look something
that's
up.
what you don't get paid for to be on this show. I think
I
it's
mean,
going to be Liverpool and Aston Villa on the road. It's going to be those
I'll be
guys on the
Liverpool.
road.
Yeah. Liverpool on the road happens just before, between the first and second international break. And I think that'll be what do they call them, the 6 point games, so to speak. Um, I don't think we'll have as many points as people want us to have. Liverpool won't have as many points as they want to have, trying to implement the new coach and his tactics and everything. So I think it'll be hyped up as a 6 point game for somebody, and that'll be one that everybody's getting up for. Arteta versus Buddy Ariola, Liverpool, Arsenal. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Matt?
I'm looking at late February. Old Trafford. That's probably the big 6 pointer for me. Especially with Carrick doing what he's doing with Manchester United and all of the hype surrounding that club right now. That's where I'd put it. Mm-hmm.
We haven't tried a lot of Americans at Arsenal, and the ones that we have not worked well. Haji Wright looked good for Coventry. We're going to see him real soon. Had 17 goals last year when they got promoted. Hasn't played in the top flight yet. We've seen some Americans, Tyler Adams, Robinson, Aronson, Chris Richards. Is there anyone out of those players or someone else that we're not thinking of? Pulisic, McKennie, bringing back Balogun. I don't know that I consider him American, but he plays for the USA men's national team. So
We all know Arteta's affinity for a left back. I mean, it's got to be Robinson, right? Anthony Robinson coming over. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that he wins out over Calafiori in the way that
No.
You wonder if they go on dates, because Calafiori is the only one that gets the freedom of the pitch the way that he does. Everybody else gets yelled at for stepping 2 yards out of line.
Mm-hmm.
You like that? Go ahead.
I like Tyler Adams. I think he would be a really welcome addition to the midfield. Although right now we do have a crowded midfield, so it's kind of tough to shoehorn him in there. As I look at some of the players, yeah, again, McKennie, he's a nice do all things kind of player. Yeah, I don't think it's anybody that's currently playing out there.
And we have a couple of Americans on the women's team, right? But just doesn't seem to go for the men's.
Yeah, I know that the women have had a few American players on that squad, and a few have worked out, a few haven't. But
yeah. So now we've been talking about the World Cup being in the U.S. and the fans that brought to the sport in general, and a lot of those players on teams, as we've already said, Spain, England, France, late in the tournament, 3 of the 4 teams. Do some of those fans come to Arsenal, and how much effect do you think that the World Cup being here? I mean, it's the biggest soccer event that's ever happened in the U.S. How many of those fans do you think end up with us? What do you think the outlook is before we move on to our predictions?
I'm a bit concerned that a lot of America fell in love with Haaland at the World Cup. He was a big social media star. I think as people are starting to tune in now to the Premier League, we need the face of the franchise, that player that everybody loves or loves to hate. And so everybody loves Saka. He's such a good character, but he's not gonna be like the Vinny of social media, bringing in millions and millions of followers. You need somebody who's got a little bit of a presence there. So I don't know if that's gonna be Bruno. Probably not. I don't know if that's gonna be Saka. Probably not. Yeah.
It will not be
But
Bruno.
yeah.
Somebody's got an alarm going off. Let's do some of these predictions. I'm going to pass this over to Kevin and walk us through. Let's have some fun with this. I don't remember where we landed on our points. I think
Our scoring scheme.
yeah, I think where did we land? I think we were talking about like if you get it right, say who's going to win the Premier League, you get it right, you get the max points. That's a yes or no. So
yeah, I think for that one it's kind of it's a thumbs up, thumbs down. But when you have an actual number attached to it, so if you were predicting how many points are Arsenal going to finish with in the Premier League, and you get that spot on, then you get 3 times the value, right? I think that's what we had said.
So 3 points, 9 points. 3 points
Yeah.
for winning the category, 9 points for nailing it.
Right. For getting it 100% right.
So let's make sure we name the number of points and track it as we go through these. I'm gonna put this on the spreadsheet here.
All right.
Okay. So go ahead.
Start us
Kevin.
out with the 3-pointer. 3 points. Who will win the Premier League title in 26-27? We'll start with you, Eric.
It was a hard call, but I'm going to go ahead and say Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Arsenal. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We're all picking Arsenal.
Wow.
All right.
All right.
Shocker.
All right.
3 points.
So now this one is going to be a little trickier because there's 4 answers here. Who are your top 4 in the Premier League and in what order? So I'd say if you get the team and the order, it should be extra points for getting the order correct. So
3, 6, 9,
first,
12.
second,
So 3 points
Yeah.
if you get each position right. So I'm going to go Arsenal, Liverpool, Tottenham, and Aston Villa.
I've got Arsenal, Team 115, Liverpool, and Manchester United finishing in 4th.
I've got Arsenal in first, Chelsea in second, Liverpool third, and Man United 4th.
So did I nail that where I said 3 points for getting them in the top 4 and 9 points for getting them in the correct position?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Question 3. This is similar to the previous one where you could get 3 or 9. Which 3 teams will be relegated from the Premier League this season? So starting with 20th, then going to 19th, then going to 18th. What are your guesses, Eric?
Ipswich, Coventry, Hull City. Actually, I'm sorry. Backwards. Hull City, Coventry, Ipswich.
So Hull City finishing in the basement. Okay.
Correct.
What about you, Matt?
Ooh, I have to switch mine around then. So it is Hull City finishing last, Leeds finishing next to last, and Ipswich just missing the cut.
All right.
So 20, 19, 18. See what I did there, Matt?
I gotcha. I'll have to change mine up. Okay.
All right. And then mine, bit of a big call here, but I've got Hull City in the basement. I've got Ipswich 19th. And I've got Team 115 Charges getting a points deduction and getting kicked out of the Premier League.
And you have that as enough to get kicked out, but not enough to finish 20th. I find that incredibly.
Oh, Hull's going to be awful this year. I think you're underestimating how bad they're going to be.
I guess what I'm saying is
Yeah.
if Team 115 is getting points deducted, it's 100 points.
Oh, you think it's that big?
To
Okay.
there's going to be there will be 0% chance they don't get relegated. If it's 70 points, they might not. You know, if it's 50 points, they might not. I don't 70 points, they probably do. But do you see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
50 points.
Usually they say
Yeah.
40 points is the safe zone. So I figured if it's 40 points is the safe zone and they get deducted 50 points, even if they're at 90, they're going to that
I just
territory where they're
18
fighting.
seems like such a weird and not. I would have done them at 20 if I was going to do it.
Yep.
But that's hey, those are yours.
Mm-hmm.
Those are
Dig
your
it.
points.
All right. Next
At some
one.
point, it has to get solved, right?
It does have to.
They have to come out and say something.
One would think.
Yeah. You'd hope.
So the next one here is how many points will Arsenal finish on in the Premier League? So I think you get 3 points for the closest, and then 9 points if you get it dead nuts on. What do
Okay.
you say?
Ooh.
I've got 84 points, and I did that based on like a specific number of points, whatever it comes out to for 38 games. I did the math. It was like 2.4, 2.3, whatever. Came out to 84 points.
Mhm.
I've got Arsenal getting 90 points this season.
That's good.
And I've got Arsenal on 83, which is the average, if you will, from the last 3 seasons. So they had 85 points last season, won the league, 74 the year before when they were just decimated by injuries. And then 3 years ago in 23-24, they scored 89 points and still missed out on the title. So I'm going 83 for Arsenal to win the title this year.
This one, though, coming up next is 2 numbers, so we get a chance for 3 and 9 twice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you got goals for and goals conceded in the Premier League. Last season, Arsenal scored 71 and they conceded 27. So keep that in mind.
I've got 87 scored and 41 conceded. And somehow with 41 conceded, we're still going to win the league. Doesn't seem right. My math is wrong. I'm probably not going to get points
Seems
for
like
that
a
one.
big number,
Plus
doesn't
minus
it?
46. That's pretty good.
It's a little
That
more
seems
than
like a
1
big
goal
number.
per game, so it's not huge. But I think we're going to give up more goals at the beginning than we give up at the end.
Agree.
I do think the offense is going to be significantly improved this season. So that's why I'm going with 91 goals. I want to see an improvement of plus 20, which I realize that's fairly aggressive, but I think it can be done. And then I have us giving up 31 goals, which just a little bit worse off with Saliba. That might be a little low, but that's what I've got.
And I started with goals conceded. I did 38, so a goal a game average scored against. And then I kept the same plus minus as last year with us scoring 82 for a plus minus of 44.
All right.
Who do you have, Eric, as your leading scorer in the Premier League? And how many goals do you think they will score?
Just to be clear, you get 3 points for the goals, 9 points if you nail the goals. What do you score if you get the player right?
Another 3 for the player?
Okay. So 3, 9.
Oh, so
Let me just write this 3.
if we've got the total number of goals right and the player wrong, we still get points? No, right? We've got to get the player right first.
Player right first, yeah.
The player has to
Okay.
be right for the goals to count.
Mhm.
Okay. Got it. So I've got Saka and 20 goals.
Wow, that's a big number.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
like it.
And it's going to be interesting because I think we're going to
big
find out some
number.
things about how big he's going to be later in the episode here. Go ahead.
I've got Saka as well, and I've got him on 14 goals.
All right.
Leading the team with 14 goals.
Yeah, my 91 goals gets there with a balanced approach. Everybody's scoring.
And 14 is what our leading scorer had last year with Big Vic. Second place was a tie between Eze and Saka with 7. So Saka's going to score twice as many. He's probably got twice as many games this year if he stays healthy. Knock on wood. But I'm keeping the same leading scorer as last season. Big Vic, he had 14 last season. I'm going 16, a little bit more. All right. Last season, we had Leo and we had Gabby on the left wing. This season, we've switched out Leo for Solus. Who knows what's going to happen with Gabby? But last season, Leo and Gabby had a combined total of 17 goal contributions. That's goals and assists. How many goals and assists do you think there will be from the left wing position this season?
I'm saying 1 per game on average, 38.
All right.
I've got my number set at 35 for this. It would have been a whole lot higher if Vinny Jr. winds up getting on the squad. But no, 35 I think is about as good as we can hope.
I'm feeling not very strong about 38.
I'm going
That's a
30.
big number.
2 seasons ago, we had 27 come out at the left wing position, Leo and Gabby again. So I'm going an improvement upon the past 2 seasons, 17 last year, 27 the year before. Another problem that we were seeing last year was not having many goals from midfield. So we had 19 goals last season from midfield. Eze scored 5 against that other team down the road by himself. So how many do you think are scored this year from midfielders in the Premier League?
I'm going 28.
Closest gets 3 points. Nailed on is 9.
I have 30 because I'm sticking with I got to get to 91 somehow. So yeah, 30. That's good.
30 feels low if you're trying to get to 90.
Well, it's plus 11. I just got to get the other plus 11 from the wingers and the strikers.
35, 30 is 75. Yeah, you need 16 from the defense.
We'll get there.
Well,
Left that's just left wing.
he's got Saka scoring 20, so there's
That's
already
me.
Yeah. Oh, you got Saka scoring 14. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a much more balanced
Yeah.
all around.
What do
Everybody's
you got,
gonna
Kevin?
score.
How many do you
I
have?
got 25 coming from the midfield, so slight improvement from last year. This next one was not a fan favorite in terms of questions, but we'll ask it in 2 parts. So, what round will Arsenal exit the cup competitions? League Cup first, FA Cup second, Champions League third. And last season, they made it to the final of the League Cup, quarterfinal of the FA Cup, and the final of the Champions League.
I don't know why these 2 questions are back to back in this way. I think they're not even the same question.
They aren't. I was going to replace this one because nobody seemed to like it. So let's scratch that question.
The one that I'm highlighting?
Let's scratch the cup competitions. Nobody thinks we want the League Cup. Nobody cares about the FA Cup. We want the Champions League. So
Yes.
let's ignore
Agreed.
that one.
We can get rid of that one and we can do this one.
Let's replace it with how many games into the season will Arsenal have a player suspended for cards? That could be a single red card. It could be a double yellow, the Martinelli special, or it could be yellow card accumulation.
Martinelli special.
Oh, brother. Liverpool is the 9th week. So I'm picking that game.
I've got it at week 10. I've got it early. It's gonna happen. We've got Bruno now.
So you think week 10 or before? Or do you think I don't understand the question. Week 10?
Yep.
Week 10 is
when
the
we have-
first. So week 10 and I guess after so between weeks 10 and 14 I win. Is that it?
So if we have a single red card or a double yellow card, which results in a red card in week 10, you win. Or if Bruno has his 5 yellow cards by week 10, you also win. I pick week 14, which coincides with the Derby. And so I say by Derby weekend, we've got the either that 5th yellow card from Bruno. I like how we're all picking on Bruno. But 5th yellow card from him, which means he would miss the week 15. So yeah, you've got the best window there, Matt, to win it.
I wasn't talking about Bruno.
We're talking about Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Who would you have been talking about then?
We play Liverpool.
Oh, so you feel that the
Red card against
PGMO will figure out a way to.
It's the game. Yes.
Got
We're
it.
going to get red carded in that game.
Got it.
Moving on.
That's a 3-point, right? That's a
Yep. 3-pointer.
no 9 points at all.
All right.
Yeah, I don't
that
think
right?
you can do 9 points. It's
Yeah.
either you're in or you're it's either yes or no.
Arsenal signing of the season. We've got 4 now. We've got a backup goalie. We've got a left-sided defender, central midfielder, and left winger. Who, Eric, is your signing of the season?
We have not signed our new signing of the season yet.
Big. Okay. Matt?
But it's funny you say that because I really don't. I think we're done with any business. I aside from perhaps a right back or I guess you could go. Okay, I'm going to go with Zolas. I think he's demonstrated that he does have his talent is will prove results here with Arsenal. So I think he's the one for me.
And I pick Bruno
Go ahead.
G.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm picking Bruno G.
When I saw that you picked Zolas and you picked Bruno G, who am I going to pick?
Who else?
So I can't, you guys went first on all these things. And so, yeah, so I have to, yeah. Same with the next one.
Yep. So
And
the next one is
those are
young
3
player.
points only. Yeah.
Young player of the season. So it can't be Max.
Yeah.
Max
Can't
is
be
not
Max.
allowed.
That I absolutely had to have that as a must. And I picked Harriman and Noose.
All right. And then Matt, you and I both picked Salmon.
Yeah,
So-
you can't both pick Salmon. So whoever picked first knows they picked first, and the other person has to pick someone else. That's just, I don't know.
Oh, so we've got to pick separate. I know I picked second, but I just didn't see any other young players contributing this season. I mean, Salmon is kind of the only one.
I'll put it this way: if you guys
you
win,
could.
and it is Salmon who comes in next after Max, you have to split the points. You can't both get 3.
Deal.
So okay.
All right, fair.
Who will be the Arsenal player of the season?
I picked.
And we
Raya.
talked about this. It's player of the season as identified by the club, correct?
Yep. Correct.
Okay. I have Odegaard as the player of the season.
And I've got Saka returning to form now that he's healthy, winning player of the season. Eric, who's your player of the season?
I said Raya.
Right. Okay. Will Arsenal make a winter signing in January?
Changed mine. Yes.
Yes. All right.
I think it's it.
Only because I said earlier we haven't signed the player of the season yet, so it's got to be somebody that we sign that makes an impact in January.
All right. So I think we're
Unless
all
we
yes. All of us think we're breaking our business and doing something in the winter.
I don't think we have to. I think we just take that question out if we're all saying yes.
All right.
I think that becomes a no-brainer. There's no point in giving everybody points or taking points away.
All right.
No points awarded to that house.
You mentioned in the earlier part, Calafiori, Gabriel, Saliba, Timber, probably our best starting 4 defense. Only played 8 times together last season. How many times do you think they'll play and start together in the Premier League this season?
I think this is a 9-point only. You either get the number right.
So you get the number right or you don't get it at all.
Yes. What do we think?
Deal.
Sure,
9.
I can
think that's a
handle that, but it's
9-pointer.
exact. That's it.
Yes. I
Okay.
said 8 games, matches last year.
Okay.
So I don't have Saliba coming back until week 20.
That gives you
So
18.
I've got half. So yeah, they're gonna go 10 out of 8. Yes, I've got 10. They're gonna start 10 games. We're bound to get some good injury luck, right? Especially with the defense. We're bound. I mean, come on, it's got to happen. This will happen.
I
Kevin?
went lower than both of you. I think with Saliba out for half the season, Calafiori being Calafiori, Timber hasn't been fit since he's been at the club, and Gabriel's been pretty fortunate. I'm going 6, a low 6.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully it's more. Our 3-time clean sheet winner, David Raya, how many does he have this season? Clean sheets.
It's a 9-pointer or a 3-pointer?
Let's do 9-pointer.
I say 16, which is less than last year because last year he had 19.
Matt?
19 in the Premier League.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going
Half
with
the game.
10. I'm going with 10. He's going to get 10 clean sheets.
That's low.
I'm
It
going
could be.
13. 13, right in between you guys.
That's also low. That's low.
Says the guy who picked 16. Okay.
Which
saying.
Premier League manager do you think gets the boot? Gets sacked first?
How many points is this one? This has to be like a 20-pointer. The thing is Hull
Gotta
City.
do that.
20
Yeah.
points
Hull City.
for a
That's like-
manager? Come on. These are managers.
Well, you have a 1 in 20 chance, except you really don't. You really have about a 1 in 10 chance. And it might even be less than that. But I'm going big or going home. So how many points do we get for this?
This is brave.
9.
This is very brave, Eric.
All right, so 9 points.
commend
So
you.
Enzo Maresca, team 115 charges. First out.
Gosh, when was the last time Man City, Team 115 charges, when was the last time they fired a manager in season?
Before
That'd be
Pep, it was
wild to
often.
know.
It was a lot.
Did they rotate through quite a bit? Okay.
I mean, it was enough.
I've got the Ipswich Town manager
They had
getting it.
Mark Hughes, and then they had the Italian guy, and then they had the other Italian guy, I think he was, or was he Spanish? I mean, it was just they had a number of guys, and it's not that they weren't winning titles with those two. I can't think of their names. They're both still coaching. One of them's in Spain, and maybe one of them's a national manager or something. But it was 5 years or 6 years and 3 managers.
Okay, so it has quite a bit then.
All right.
I've
I'm going
got-
Hull City's
yeah.
manager, Jakarovic.
The poor fella.
Mm-hmm. He's
Good
doomed.
luck to you.
Yeah.
Good luck to you.
Kieran McKenna. I think Kieran McKenna. I don't think that's
He's
right.
doomed.
I could see Hull City, but yeah, I think you guys. That was okay.
All right. Another 9-pointer here. Question 17. Who scores the first goal of the Premier League season? Last season it was Calafiori. Season before that it was Havertz.
Zolas.
Big Gabby. I've got him scoring that first one on Friday.
I'll go Havertz, although I did think that Big Vic was going to start up front, so that's a poor choice on my part. Picking with Havertz.
You're gonna stick with that, okay?
All right, so we've got a chunk of games, and then there's like a 3-week-long international break. So there's 5 games, and then international break, and then 5 more games, and an international break. That second one's a little bit shorter. How many points do you think Arsenal's going to accumulate in the first 5 games, and then how many are they going to accumulate through the first 10 games?
9 points. 9 points.
Yep.
I've got. So that's how many we win if we get the number right. It's either 9 points or 0.
Yeah.
So I've got 10 points in the first 5 and 22 at the end of the second 5.
I like that. Matt?
I've got 13 in the first 5. And then I have us finishing with 23 after the second 5.
So you've got
So there's
3
a
wins
loss in there
and
somewhere.
oh, okay. I
There's
was
2
trying to figure out the
ties and
math.
7 wins. Right? 7 wins, 2 ties. Yeah.
15
that's what I got.
points. I don't think 13 is a number that we can actually get.
4 wins and a tie.
4 wins and a tie.
4 wins and a tie. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh man. Okay. Chelsea,
I had a-
Villa, Liverpool,
That's the tie.
Brighton, Coventry.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Phew. Okay. Kevin.
I'm reconsidering mine, but I said a slow start, 8 points in the first 5, and then I said 20 in the next, or total by the next 5. So 20 points by game week 10 on a 2 points per game average.
I don't know that 22 is a number that I can get. Is 22 a number?
Yeah, because you can have 3
12.
wins, a tie, and a
Yeah.
loss, and then you can have
Sure.
4 wins. That's what
Yeah.
I had in my
Yeah.
next stint. The second 5 games are relatively easy, except for that away trip to Liverpool. All right, question 19. What match week does Saliba make his first Premier League start?
This is fun. I went with the first of the new year, which is week 19. He starts the first game in January. I think it's January 2nd. It's the 19th game of the season.
I got it at week 20.
And then I've got it at week 21. So we're all close in there right at the beginning of the new year. All right. Which American has the best front half of the Premier League season? So that would be now until January 2nd. We've got Adams on Bournemouth, Richards at Palace, Robinson at Fulham, Aronson at Leeds, and newly promoted Coventry has Haji Wright.
I want to say Haji Wright so bad, but sometimes you're a really good player on a really bad team in a really hard league. So I don't know what best front half. It's very subjective. I don't know how we decide this. I guess we just decide this. But I went with Aronson.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got Tyler Adams as having the best front half of the season. Yeah, I don't know how we'll judge that.
You're saying average rating out of 10.
Yeah,
fair.
I'd say foot mob rating at the end of the 19 weeks. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going Anthony Robinson at Fulham.
Okay. Now the bold prediction, 9 points, or is this bigger?
It's got to be bigger. Yeah.
Got to be. It's bonus. Yeah.
Is this a 20 point? This is a whole year prediction. I feel like this is a 50 pointer.
Why don't we do a 38 pointer?
50 pointer.
38 pointer.
38 pointer.
I'm all about the 38 points.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense to me. Okay. So I'm saying, and this is either get it or don't.
Mm-hmm.
One of these is pretty weak. I've got Zolas getting 10 goals and 10 assists in his first year in the EPL.
Oh, nice. I like that.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I've got Saka breaking the assist record for the Premier League. Bruno, you only get it for the one season.
So he'll have, in your book, 14 goals and 22 assists.
At least.
I like that. I want to see that.
That would be almost a goal contribution every single match.
Yeah, that's true.
Ooh, like it.
That is the kind that gets you player of
on the
season.
Wheaties box. Yeah.
Player of the season for the year. My question, Kevin, is: do you have to name players? Because we've named players.
So my prediction coming into this was that for the first time since the 2012-2013 season, so 14 years, Arsenal will have multiple players with double-digit assists in the Premier League. And back then it was Santi Cazorla. That was his first year with Arsenal in the league. So he had double-digit goals and assists. And then we had Walcott, who had double-digit assists.
So here, what I was saying before this was that if my prediction comes right and it's good, and Matt's prediction is right and comes good, then yours automatically is good, which I think is interesting.
We all get 38 points, and that's that. We've done nothing to distinguish.
Zolas has to score 10 goals and 10 assists. So that's
I hear you.
A tough one. Yeah.
Doable.
38 points. We haven't had a left-sided guy do it maybe in a generation or more. So I'm really looking for him to come in big. And then what else is left on the agenda here. Did we have anything else? Put that grid up tonight. I think that was it. Oh, we can double a prediction. So every week we're going to do, and then we got to decide if we're going to double this one. Every week we're going to do the score line. So we already did our Coventry score lines. For every preview, we'll do a score line. We'll do a bold prediction, which is either a +5 or a -2 on points. And then you can double anything you want, but if you double your bold prediction, it doubles the negative.
Oh.
Mm.
All right.
Okay.
So we did 3-0, 4-0, 5-0. I said 3. Kevin said 4. Matt said 5-0 on Coventry. And then the bold call I'll make for that game is I said Zolas would score first. We could make that the bold call for, I don't know, could make that the bold call or not. But +5, -2. I'm going to take it. I'm going to put Zolas as my first scores first in that game for 5.
That does kind of go against, who did you pick for the first score of the season? Zolas. Okay, never mind.
Zolas,
All right.
yeah. So we have to come up with a bold call right now?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're asking?
I am. Live on air, no takebacks.
Can it be outside of Arsenal?
Well, that's not any fun.
Okay. Just
What are you
asking.
proposing?
I don't know. I don't
It's
know.
not
what
a
I'm
bold call to
proposing.
say Hull's going to lose.
All right. So my bold call will be that. Oh, I can't do that, can I? No, I can't. I just can't do that. That would be a complete mistake. I will say that Bruno gets the assist to Solis. Is that a bold enough call?
It's equivalent.
Okay.
I think it'd be a really bold call if Kevin said the second assist goes to.
So we picked out the play, is what we've done.
Is it a bold call to say that neither Gabby Martinelli or Gabby Jesus is even on the team sheet?
Gabby Martinelli.
Boy, I wonder if they're even.
Neither of the Gabbies. Right. Neither of those Gabbies. I
Sorry,
don't
even
not,
on the team.
Is that a bold call?
They
I don't
even play. Jesus is not a bold call. Martinelli, however, he wasn't today.
They're in the
Something is imminent.
That's why I think if he was on the bench today, that's a bold call. Because he wasn't even on the bench today and we didn't even see him in the stadium.
You had Solis play a full 90, though, today.
Fair.
You're going to play him 2 full 90s in 4 days?
It's Arteta.
He's been playing him on the left wing. Yeah, it's Arteta. I think that's the answer that you give, don't you?
I don't. I mean,
Arteta. That's what he does.
I don't think it's a bold call, Matt.
I'm gonna say that it's not a bold call too.
Okay.
I think I've got a.
Right. If you said it was, I would have conceded the point.
Now, if you tell me that both of them are not on the squad by the time Friday rolls around, then that's a bold.
That's a bold call.
Because it can't just be Jesus by himself. Because I think that one is imminent. His departure. Keep hearing things. Or seeing things, reading them.
All right. How about we make a signing before the game on Friday?
Ooh, that's a bold call.
Ooh, now that is a bold call. Okay.
He's looking up right now. He sees somebody already closed. He's like, constant.
he knows
I did
it
say
already.
earlier 99% done. So yeah.
All right. Well, at
They'll
the
announce
time,
it tomorrow.
I'm not going to look it up, but that's a bold call. I'll take
Jeez.
that. And then what's your double? What are you doubling on? So far, we have those two predictions for the Coventry game. I'm going to double my score line 3-0. So I'm going to get a point for the win. I'm going to get 3 points. I'll call it 3 for the correct score line, and I'm going to double it. So I'm going to get 6 for that, and I'm going to get 5 when Zola scores first. So that's an 11-point game for me.
So I've only got 2 predictions that I've made that I get to double, right?
You said
I've got
5
the bold
nothing.
or
5
the 5
nothing.
nothing.
Yes. 5
That's what I
nothing
get.
or Bruno's assist to Zolas.
I'm going with the 5 nothing. I'll double that.
Okay.
Yeah. That happens.
I guess we're all doubling the scoreline. All right.
Okay. All right. It's on paper. We're gonna get that grid on Substack maybe tonight. I'm gonna say we're gonna get it on before the game happens. This pod is probably gonna be Monday night, guys, and all platforms. Yeah, and I've been doing videos where I can. So check us out. Make sure you share it around. We're everywhere. I'm working really hard to make sure we're everywhere. Can we expect for game 1 a top 10?
Yes.
Okay,
Friday night.
perfect.
Friday night,
And
wow.
I did a little editing, but can you make it pretty, Kevin?
Make what pretty?
Can you make the spreadsheet pretty?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Okay. You're on vacation, so I get it.
Yeah.
Kevin's on vacation, y'all. He's in Canada, eh?
Yeah.
All right.
right.
I think we're good. Did I hit record? I better have hit record because I don't see it hitting.
It says recording at the top.
Because I don't see it. I just see leave.
I see leave, but at the very top of my head, I'm in the center, right up here. It says record, and the clock is moving forward.
Yes,
so
I see it. Okay.
Yeah, we definitely.
I will chop that. I will chop us out as I request because mine got small.
Huh.
So good to see your faces as always.
Good to see you.
See ya. Happy vacation.
Thanks, man.